Okay, y'all, in the YNW Melly case, there has been a mistrial as we know it. And I kind of thought it was going to be a mistrial just off the, the jury asking for evidence to be reread, testimonies, evidence to be reseen, so on and so forth. And, asking if they couldn't come up on an agreement, what would be, the outcome. So, the state actually has 90 days to retry him. And as you know, if it's that 90-day span, that's going to put that kind of close to, guess who? Portland's trial, because his trial is set for October. So that's going to put them really close right there. Now, my question would be, what, or who will the state or the defense bring to the stand to compound on the evidence that's already there? Because it's not like this jury will have much to really deal with as far as the evidence, because I'm sure probably, let's say out of 12 of them, probably 5 of them, maybe 4 have been, keeping up with the trial and, watching it all the way through with the previous jurors. So, their minds probably damn near already made up. They're probably, I'm sure they'll review the evidence that everything has been presented to the first jury and, be able to make their decisions and possibly, like I say, I don't really know who the state or the defense will possibly call in to compound to testify, on the evidence that's already been shown, other than possibly the security guard and Fredo Bang. And I say the security guard because the security guard would clarify that, if he saw Melly in that Jeep or not. He would be also able to tell, how long his shift was, if he seen them come in and out, previously before that time. He'll be able to tell us what's the process as far as getting into the gated community and out, because we just don't know. I had people in the comments saying, well, they seen them come in and out the gate earlier that day, but I'm sure that the security guard, they don't work that same shift, they ain't working there all day, so we don't know the process of getting in and out. It's some gated communities that I done been into where, they gonna ask you, what address are you going to, what's their name, all kind of stuff. It's different processes. So, and I'm sure that if this is a gated community and there's a paid security guard at the gate checking everybody going in and out or whatever, or at least going in, I'm pretty sure that, it's a community of people of his status. Like I said, I just don't think that it'll be just any old regular old community anybody can come up into, because that's what the people are paying for. They're paying for the security, right? So I say Fredo Bang as well. Fredo Bang will be able to clarify, the demeanors, what Melly had on when he came to his house, the phone call, did he pursue going to go get him, everything that happened, after he called him and contacted him, so now, a lot of people like to say what they ain't gonna do, I think it'll be a different outcome as far as if the state, not the state, but the defense asks for them to take the stand versus the state. Now the state, they ask you to come, you gonna go. Yeah, you going. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You gonna go. They subpoena you, take the stand, you gonna have to show up. Kind of like what Travion Glass said. They gonna push the issue versus than what the defense would. You can kind of deny them. But I heard Quando Rondo possibly being in the picture too. So we'll just see who they bring to the stand. It's gonna get interesting. But I don't think this retrial will be as long as the first one, because like I say, I think this jury gonna pretty much already know what they got going on as far as the evidence, and probably been taking note and looking at this thing all the way through. But I could be wrong as well. The jury selection is very random, especially as far as age. I think as far as me looking, and I'm not sure if I seen the correct jury or not, but the group that I seen, they look, I would say fairly young, middle age to young. So, if he gets an older group, this time, it possibly may be, maybe a detriment in his on his side as far as walking out this thing a free man. So we don't know if there'll be a push as far as the defense side as to get Melly a bond. They could argue that, hey, you know, this is, you know, well, I ain't even gonna, they could argue it, but it'll be hard as well because, you know, this is a double homicide murder. Now the defense, they could argue a bond over, you know, he has been in jail for 5 years now. You know, he has been tried, you know, on trial, but there has been a mistrial, and they may not consider him as being a flight risk, but still, you know, they got this double murder, you know, they're dealing with, and you know, that doesn't go away just because he's been retried. So it's still gonna be hard for him to get a bond. And as y'all know, this is another opportunity for Bortland to take the stand and clear himself. It's another opportunity for him. So we're gonna see what he do, and I think this time he might. I think this time he might take the stand against Melly. I would be very, very shocked if he doesn't, because I'm sure he's seen his outcome of this case and what the possibilities for him may possibly be. You know, if the case goes that direction the way this one did. Now, is it possible that it could be another retrial? I mean, not retrial, but a mistrial? I don't know. You know, will we see an acquittal if it's a possible mistrial again? I think we probably would. You know, I don't see it being tried a third time, you know what I'm saying? You can't get it after 2, that's it, you know. But it's just let me know what y'all think, man, because I don't like I say, I don't think it'll be in his best interest for a retrial. Do y'all think it's in his best interest? You know, do you think he'll still come out on top this time? I just don't know. I think this second go around probably there might be his fate. It just might be his fate. Now, do we think y'all think he'll take the stand? I think not. You know, like I said, we rarely see defendants, especially in cases like this, take the stand against himself. Now, we seen what Alec Murdaugh did. Now, he was a fool, but he was a solicitor. You know, they was kind of such as like a lawyer, you know, but his ass got up on the stand and lied, and then admitted that he lied. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it ain't in the defendant's best interest to get up there and testify, because if they do bad, you know, they go up there and trip over, you know, some questions that may be asked, especially in many cases, just so much that can be asked, you know, that could you know, incriminate him, you know, if he don't respond in the correct way. And I can see in the Alec Murdaugh case that, you know, he is a solicitor, so he can get up there and speak for himself and, you know, possibly not get tripped up. But, you know, as we seen, what happened to him. So, yeah, I don't see him taking that stand at all. We'll see who they bring to the stand. So, like I say, there is some rumors that's been going around saying that the trial will be set for Friday, which I don't believe, but I do believe there will be some type of hearing to let us know when the next trial will be. So we're gonna stay tuned with that, man. Y'all stay locked in. I'll catch y'all on the next one.